Yeah, man, you welcome here anytime. I'm finna start training here, so I need some people to move around with.
Absolutely, it's cool. I saw the stair climber and the fucking air down. I almost had PTSD from Goggins shit.
Yeah.
He just did fight camp with Goggins. Yeah, hey, let's jump into that.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Hell Week, man. It was fucking nuts. So Goggins was like, let everybody know it was Hell Week and it was hard as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it fucking was terrible. I drove 4 hours to get there. As soon as the 4 hours was there, I dropped my bag and we did debriefing about like why I'm not the same fucking killer as I used to be. And he said, we need to get you back there, and went to training for 3 hours. It was no fucking joke. About an hour and a half of fucking warm up, and I thought that was gonna be practice. Nope, we went right back to fucking work doing stair climber. No hands. I'm telling you, I had nightmares. Fucking just like daymares, just fucking like in my sleep. I would yell numbers and no hands, 62, 72. And I had to keep certain speeds on certain things, and I couldn't touch like the handles and stuff. And I would run to the fucking bathroom to go and puke, come back, get my reps back up, and I would never quit. And he would tell me, he's like, he told his lady throughout the rest of the week, he's like, stick a fork in this guy, he's fucking done. And on that Tuesday morning, because we did first session in the morning, second session in the afternoon, and then third session at night with strength conditioning. The next morning, as soon as because I stayed in his house, he opened the door and he's like, you ready to go? And I said, yes, sir. Fucking just boom. He tells me at the end of the week, he's like, yes, sir. You probably said yes, sir, probably about 1,000 fucking times this week, Tony. He's like, you know what? I tried to break you this whole week. He's like, I told my lady on Monday night that, you know what, plan the rest of your week because this kid's broke. I said, fuck that, no way.
Couldn't break you.
No, sir.
That's good. I love to hear that. How did you meet up with him? How did that come about?
I think the first time was when I did that weigh-in when Khabib ran back to hometown over in during pandemic. I still made weight. It was cool as fuck. That night, it was on a Sunday night before that week. I ate every single thing that was in my academy. I had like chips, cookies, energy drinks, whatever I could. I made myself weigh like 183, and then I made weight on that Friday morning at 155.
How you do that?
Fucking almost died.
Why you do that?
I don't know. And it was kind of like self-defeating. It was like any kind of certain type of thing like that, I would always like make it harder for myself. I don't know why. I've always been that way. And it would just kind of like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And I did it. And like I said, it was on that Thursday night, I was finishing my mile run. I had like maybe a pound left, almost died. Like I've never taken a knee. I just don't take knees. In wrestling, one of my training partners would be like, hey, air is up. He pulled me up and I was winning for a state championship, and that was one of the alumni. So I've always had like people that were like more experienced than me. They knew what the fuck, because either they didn't do it or they did it, and they had somebody else, pay it forward. And I was lucky, and that made that weight, and nobody did. And it was the only thing in sports history that was going on that fucking day on that Friday. So it was on ESPN making weight, my Tony, my underwear right there. Yeah. And here's Khabib over there being pissed off and, living his life. But it was like the coolest thing. And Goggins sent me a fucking message, how he does his run thing. And I don't know Goggins. I don't know how he was with boats and all this other shit. I never knew it. Never followed it, never super fanned. And he sent me a message, and through my agent, sent it to me, and we just kept in contact. And he'd send me another one once in a while, send me a text. I'd get his number. And then he finally reached out to me before I went there, and he's like, Tony, he's like, I want to help you. And I was like, yeah. I was like, where you at? I thought he was like on the East Coast. No, I'm in Vegas. He's like, I have a compound out here. And every morning and every night, every time, he would text me and check in on me. Like he was just a guardian, and it was cool as fuck. And I would be really honest with him. And he's like, I need you to be really honest with you. I need to get in your head, Tony. I was like, I really need to be honest with you. He's like, we can get you there. He's like, but you're gonna have to go through the shit. He's like, when can you get out here? And it was Halloween, and I was like, well, I kind of want, I want to go now. I told my wife, let's get out there. And I was like, and she's like, well, if you want to go, you can, And I said to him, I asked him, do you mind if I stay Halloween with my kids for a second? I'll come immediately out there. And he's like, yes, sir. All right, cool. So I drove there on that Monday, and then that's when it started. Craziest fucking thing that, like I said, I never knew what he was about. I didn't know how intense he was, how 200-mile rate. I didn't know anything.